Hey everybody, this is Chad. I just want to record a quick video for let folks know a little bit about wildfire philosophy and some of the reasons we are where we are today and where it came from, and kind of our approach to why we think wildfire is such a unique event, how we've done that, and the things that we are going to continue to do to make sure it is such a special place and a transformative place for so many people. We've received hundreds, if not by now thousands of emails from people after events and after wildfire retreats that have expressed to the point of me getting choked up sometimes, of how transformative, how just human wildfire was, and what an amazing experience it was for them and for those people. And the Spinning Arch was that for me too. My first burn was at the very first fire drums 10 years ago, last month actually. Sky, I'm still good friends with the guy who organized the first fire drums, and it changed my life in a very powerful way. First wildfire was brought together by myself in a large part with several other people. It was just 26 people. It's only a fourth of the size of the Boston Monday Night Spin Jam in the summer. It's hard to think, to imagine that, but it is now. We came together with, we're going to come together because we want to share these arts, get to know other people that are passionate about it, and do whatever we can to spread this amazing thing that we found to other people who are interested in learning. That grew from that small little 26-person event to 4 times a year now, as of last year, with 300 people attendees per event. And we've always considered the same philosophy. We're there to give. We try to seek out people who are there to give. And most organizers, everybody that purchases a ticket is asked as part of the purchase. We don't charge more, but we, to make wildfire happen, we have to also say, if you're going to attend, you have to or need to volunteer or give back 3 to 4 hours of your time on some position at the event to make wildfire happen, or else the ticket price would go up substantially. But it's not just about price. Wildfire is such a strong community culture. And so just such an amazing experience because it feels like family in a lot of ways because everyone puts in to make wildfire happen. It's very unique from any other event that's out there. And really people that travel all over like Noel and MCP and folks like that have told me at times like it's just such a special place because it's so different from other events. They, even folks that do so much in the community, they feel like they're equals. They can relax. They're not on stage the whole time, and it feels like home to them. And that's a really powerful thing to hear someone like that say about something I myself have worked a lot towards, and so many people have worked towards. Teachers and teaching has always been considered our way of giving back. If that volunteer time that we do, the 3 to 4 hours, teachers are basically said, that's your volunteer time. Somebody's cooking a meal, somebody's teaching a class, somebody's cleaning out the lunchroom, or putting up the dome, or whatever. It's all the time we're all putting in to make wildfire happen, and it's really important that we all are making that happen. And again, it's not just for the financial reason, but it's really because we feel like we make wildfire happen. We are the reason it's there. Now, we keep it at 300 people for the specific reason that any more than that, and even at 300, we start to push the boundaries of, does it still feel like a community, a group that's getting together to do stuff together? If on Sunday afternoon you see somebody you've never seen before at the event, or a group of people, it starts to feel a little weird and disconnected. Which is great for some events, and it's really awesome at other places, but it's not what wildfire is. That isn't what we're all about. Now, we have been looking at lately, unfortunately, there's been one thing that's been cropping up, and that's in the management team. Those folks that teach a class or teach 2 classes, you're going to volunteer 6 to 8 hours. You got to put the class together, and then you teach the class, and then there's the just all that around it. Maybe even 3 classes, about 10 hours-ish. All of our organizers for wildfire are asked to volunteer. We try to make it at 10 hours or less. The existing structure is set up that way. Some positions require more, some positions require a little less, but every one of those organizers, 32 plus, are putting in that kind of time. However, there are positions that are managing the organizers, or even the general manager, that put in hundreds of hours every wildfire. And unfortunately, that amount of commitment has caused a fair amount of burnout. People just can't financially do it. They can't keep coming and giving that level and not just take a real toll on them emotionally and even financially. So we are going to look at trying a new experiment with a new system in May. We're going to try the old system and tweak it some in June and just see how that all works out. And WildFire is always learning and it's always changing. But important in that change is to keep the culture, to keep the thing that makes WildFire so unique and so special center and forefront. Just like we all eat together, we all make the meals that we eat together. We all do that together, and that's so important at WildFire. But to the new system. Now, there's another video on another page that explains this a lot more in some more detail. But what we're looking at is anybody that we are going to compensate, and this is probably the most important part, we are still expecting them to volunteer over 20 hours of their time above and beyond the compensation that they'll be receiving. We've kind of drawn the bar at 20 hours as being anybody that volunteers at WildFire that puts in more than 20 hours, we would really like to compensate for. Not only because it's fair to them, that's a lot of hours to put in for free. Some people still do it. Some people have been doing it for years. And the only reason WildFire has been as successful as it has is because those people have done that. And it's amazing, and thank you very much for those folks that have been there and done that. But if we can draw the bar at 20 hours, there's about 5 or 6 positions that happen at WildFire that take quite a bit more than 20 hours. And what we do is try to average out, well, how many hours is that above and beyond your volunteering of 20 hours, and compensate people for that so that they can continue doing that. We can continue having wildfires because we have organizers to put it together and do it. Otherwise, we wouldn't, and I don't want to lose out on WildFire. I really, really love it. So that's a little bit about WildFire, where it came from, and kind of the philosophy on it. If you know teachers that are interested, if you know teachers that really would get that, they want to find that place that feels like a 3.5-day spin jam where there's amazing talent. And we've always had amazing teachers at WildFire. I know we have folks from Australia. MCP is talking about coming back in May. Noelle and Aileen and folks like that continually visit WildFire with us. And there's quite a few others. Zan was here last year. They're just amazing teachers and phenomenal people. But we got amazing teachers in New England too. And that's been really great. But if you know people that are interested in coming, we're going to be setting up a web page on the website that specifically lets them know how to get involved in the Teacher Travel Assistance Program. And that was specifically made so that teachers coming from faraway places would just kind of level the playing field. You know, they would pay just as much as someone that's in Boston. But we can build our community outside of just the New England area by allowing them to be able to come in and share their talents and what they know with us and have them be a part of our community. And I think by the people that have come and been here, it's been very successful. And many of them want to come back and be a part of it again. That's including them having to buy their ticket, just like I've had to buy my ticket and everybody else has had to buy their ticket every time. And that it's an important, really important part of WildFire, in that we are all equal. While we could be at different points on the path, it's the same path. And that's great to be able to share it with 300 people who are on that same path, who are there just to enjoy it with you and share it with you. And yeah, you know, for someone like myself, there might not be much in the way of advanced staff classes that I can go and learn from, but I get more dedicated practice time at WildFire than anywhere else all year long. And I also get to go take a teaching how to teach class from Nick, or stage makeup, or gosh knows, there's 10 other classes. You know, I really want to learn 0-point isolations with poi because I think it's got so much potential for dance and my style of poi spinning. But there's just so much for everyone at WildFire. And I'm probably rambling now. It's really late here, but I thought it would be really important to put out a little video explaining some of that stuff. So thanks everyone for all that you give. You make WildFire happen. What you bring to WildFire, the teachers that have always been there, that have taught amazing classes and taught me a ton, both as a student and as a leader. Thank you. And thanks for all the support of everybody that's come out and witnessed as to what WildFire has been for them in recent days. That's been a very powerful experience and reinforces, frankly, I think we're doing something right. I think we got something. We're going to improve, we're going to change, we're going to get better, but we can't lose what it is that's made it so successful. And that's what we're going to try our hardest to do. So thanks again. I hope this has helped. And if you got any questions, don't hesitate to email info@wildfireretreat.com. And have a great time spinning. Keep spreading the spark, guys.